Today I'm going to break down 7 steps to get your first rental, or if you're not really proactive or want more rentals, this will help you as well. Guys, I'm excited for this video. My name is Jesse Burrell, the host of BatchTV. I created this channel to help you guys get more real estate deals, if it's fix and flipping, rentals, or wholesaling. Today, we're specifically going to talk about 7 steps for you to get your first rental property. Step number 1 is to educate yourself. So what that means is, what is your strategy going to be to get your first rental property? There's so many different ways that you could go. Do you want to get multifamily? Are you looking to get a single family house? Do you want a mobile home house? What is your strategy? That's really important to pick what niche you're going into to get started when buying your first rental property. The next thing, when you're educating yourself, what type of market do you want to go in? Do you want to go into a heavy cash flowing market or more upside equity market? In the Midwest, you're going to be able to get a house for $100,000 or $200,000, rent for $1,200 to $2,000 a month, which is going to really make sure you cash flow. Now, if you buy in California or New York, you're not going to have a lot of cash flow. Your tenant may be covering your mortgage, but your upside is the values of the home driving up to where you have a lot of equity in the house. So the real question is, what one is more important to you? Number 2 is practice the math and learn how to analyze a deal. I have a link to a great article in Bigger Pockets. You could go to it right now, check it out, but let's take it to simple terms. Let me show you simple math and how to analyze a rental property. Running a rental property analysis on a napkin. So first, you have to figure out the monthly income, which is the gross income that you're getting from your rental. Then you're calculating the monthly operating expense. You need to take into consideration property taxes, insurance, property management fee, what your mortgage is, HOA, vacancy. You always want to factor in around 10% for vacancy. And then for repairs, this is an estimate. I would say factor in about 5% per month. Things come up, but you want to allocate that money to the side to make sure it doesn't hurt your cash flow. And number 3, we start getting into the fun stuff, guys. This is when you start looking for deals. So my best advice for you to start looking for rental deals is talk to wholesalers and real estate agents. So realtors are good for, they have a lot of listings coming up. If something was a rental property already, they might be able to give you some type of deal if it fits your buy box. I personally like talking to wholesalers. I buy a lot of my own rentals from them, and it's absolutely fantastic. And there's a few more options. Networking events, this is where you meet the wholesalers and the agents that specifically work with real estate investors. It's a great place to go to. You want to get on at least 10 wholesalers list. And the last strategy, you become your own wholesaler. If you want to go direct to the seller, you could go driving for dollars, you could go door knocking, you could send direct mail for specific areas that you're looking to get your first rental property. That's by far the best deal you're gonna get, but it takes a little bit more work. Step number 4, you need money. You need to talk to a lender and get pre-approved so you have the finances allocated to when you find the deal that you're looking for. So there's a few options. You could go the bank route. So if you're going through a traditional bank, you're gonna have to pay 25% for a down payment. Now, if you're looking at me being like, Jesse, I can't afford that. Well, most of us can't, but those that can, do that. For those that can't, I have a few more options for you right now. So we have private money. This is when you have an individual. I actually lend money. So you come to me, say, hey, Jesse, I want private money on this property. I'm gonna turn it into a rental, then I'm gonna refinance it, which is known as the Burrell method. And the last way is there's some financing where it's called subject to financing. And this is where you could take over payments from the current owner and you're negotiating what you're putting down. I have a lot of friends that are able to cash flow properties, putting no money down with a low interest rate. This is another option. This is a much more advanced option. Pace Morby actually has some great videos. I'll link a couple down in the description below. So step number 5, every step is a building block for you to get to your first rental property. So as I said, step 5, now this is where you're gonna start analyzing deals every day. This is why in step number 3, I told you to start getting on wholesalers lists, because you need to be analyzing one property every single day of the week, and you need to have those leads So get on those wholesalers lists so you can start analyzing properties every day. You have to do this part. And then step number 6, now that you're analyzing all these properties, it's time to take action. You've done all the steps to get yourself in a place to get your first rental. So let's start making offers. I don't care if they're a good offer or at asking price. Start offering what fits your buy box to make sure that you can either cash flow, or if you're looking in like a California market, just make sure you're getting a good deal to where you have instant equity built in and that equity will keep growing. But you have to be proactive. You have to do this every week. The only way in real estate is consistency. I don't care if you're wholesaling, flipping, or buying rentals, you have to be consistent. If you're looking to get your first rental, start changing your life, start creating that passive income, you have to be consistent. Start offering once every week. And to wrap up this video, these steps, I promise you, you will get your first rental property. But the last step is keep repeating step 5 and step number 6. I can't wait to see you in your first rental. Check out these other videos right here. Follow me on social media.